Hey guys, welcome to Diary of the Divine. This is Jessica. I'm just doing a check-in for the Divine Feminine. We've just had the Lionsgate portal, we've had this full moon, and we know that the Divine Feminines have been going really, really strong, and there's kind of this sense of a bit of a doubt starting to creep in, and feeling the energies that the feminines are starting to doubt this a little bit, and that's obviously the work of the darkness, the dark energies, forces, our opponent in this game, the ego, the pain body, whatever you want to call it. It's obviously getting to work. So I'm just going to do a bit of reading on this doubt, about the journey, and see. Sorry, just checking that's on and recording, and just see where we're currently at. So this is for the Divine Feminine Collective. Obviously, this will not resonate for every single one of you. This is for the part of the collective that kind of resonates with at the moment. And I encourage any masculines watching this to look into their feminine energies within. You can use this video to see what your counterpart, like a physical person who is your divine feminine, is going through. That will help you to build compassion and understanding and forgiveness of their journey, and to see where they're at. And but if you look at this within yourself, because we all contain both energies within ourselves, this will help you to see where you may be experiencing. We might not even have the doubt and stuff come up. I just know that that's something that the collective has been experiencing. So we're just going to see where the Divine Feminines are at as of right now. So masculines, I encourage you to take a look within yourself and see where your inner feminine energy is experiencing this. And one of the best ways that you can help your divine feminine and come into union is to work on that feminine energy within yourself. So the first card coming out about where the feminine is currently at is the moon. Now, the moon is the moon creates shadows, right? So this is like a denial of truth. So that's that doubt coming in. The moon is an energy and a place of, well, for me and how I read the tarot and its link with the Kabbalah and our journey, the moon is a denial of truth. It's like the truth is being hidden from you. And those doubts are starting to come in. So it's definitely beginning off on that way. So we have coming up the devil energy. So the devil energy is really at play at the moment for the divine feminines. This is exactly what I was just talking about. So they're in all this doubt, and the doubt is a denial of truth, a denial of the light, and that's because this darkness, this devil energy is coming in, and it's putting them a little bit off balance. Let's just see where. 1 second. So we have, again, this is another representative of the moon as well. So what the feminines need to realize is that this place of darkness, this doubt, is just the opponent's energy in this game at play. And what I mean by that is we have light and we have darkness, and light is the truth and darkness is obviously not the truth. And think of life like a game, and the darkness is our opponent, and this devil energy is our opponent. And what we need to do is exactly like this girl here is doing, is look up and face that darkness. Honor it. Honor the fact that it is there, because when you do that, you shine a light on that darkness, and darkness cannot exist within the light. Let's just see how this is currently playing out for the feminines. Like what kind of doubts and stuff they are experiencing. So we have the Three of Earth, and that's all about letting your dreams. Ah, that's the Eight of Earth as well. All right, let me just get these cards out and then we'll have a look. So what this is currently looking like for the feminine is we have the Three of Earth, which is all about like the cycles and the plant life and nature working together. So this is, it's something that the feminines know, that the journey is about working together, coming into union and working together. We have to take that journey within ourselves first to get our masculine and our feminine into that union and working together. And a lot of that has been taking place recently, especially for the feminines, because we know that the feminine energy leads, and then we allow the masculine to, we help the masculine to catch up by bringing that energy up. The feminine is the light for the masculine to follow. And this is not only talking about male and female or feminine energy counterparts, this is within ourselves as well. So the feminine are at this place where they're ready. They've reached their inner union, and they're at a time where this part of the cycle is now at the time where they need to be working together in unison. And all these doubts are about the feminines not being sure whether the masculine is going to come along and work together with them like they are supposed to. This is the divine plan. And so we also have the Eight of Earth coming up, and this is all about the bird life and the winged creatures, how they can all fly. And this is about the feminine needing to dream bigger. And it's almost this element of that is, those dreams and those hopes are kind of being crushed at the moment, because that doubt that whether the masculine is going to come and fulfill his purpose on this journey, because she obviously cannot fill her purpose if he doesn't come along. And this is about the journey. This is representative of the journey. And what a long journey that it is. If you have a look at what this represents, this water coming over the waterfall, and how eventually, long story short, eventually this water will win. It will erode away the rock, but over so much time. So that's why this represents this really long journey. So that's what's playing out for the feminines at the moment. They're stuck in this darkness, this doubt, because this energy is coming over them where they're struggling to see how their masculines are going to come in, and doubting whether the masculines are actually going to come in and work together with them on this journey, which is supposed to happen. But you need to dream bigger. You need to keep your faith, keep that dream there, because you will be working in unison together. You cannot defy the universe's will and the law of the universe. And the more that you keep believing and keep staying in that energy of trust and truth, staying in the energy of truth is what helps that to come to fruition. You can't give your energy to this devil energy and the darkness that we have coming up over here. It's just going to make the journey take longer. And we have here the Knight of Wands, and this is exactly what I'm just talking about. So what this card is representative of is this Knight of Wands here. She learns her lessons about how powerful her willpower is. So the destruction that it can cause and the magic that it can cause, how it's dangerous and powerful. So this is a time where you need to take that lesson. This is the challenge that you're kind of going through at the moment. Is if you want assistance with that challenge, try and look back on all the times that you've used your willpower to create things, and then look at the times in your life where you've not used your willpower, and you've caused negative situations, or you've used your will to create negative situations, whether you wanted them or not. And this is the challenge that the feminine is having, is trusting that her willpower and her staying in her truth will bring about this journey, but it will. So let's have a look at what the feminine can work with here to overcome this challenge of not really what I'm seeing here is that she's not really understanding, or is having challenge believing that her willpower is something that will be able to bring light to the truth. And we're getting the elemental of earth. The Nine of Water. And the Nine of Air. So what I'm picking up here is the feminine should be sharing what she has to share now, regardless of whether the masculine is there. And because giving always brings back to you, as is reflected by Lakshmi, she gets more prosperous the more she freely gives. And the Nine of Air is all about wisdom that is learnt through the experience. Good and bad. Sometimes it doesn't work out how we want, and that's okay. But these are strengths that you already have within you. So you have this seed of prosperity. You know that you can complete any task that you put your mind to, or you put your will to. So this is about your willpower. So you can bring completion and abundance to this situation if you give freely of yourself. Because you know that the more you give, the more you receive. That's the law. That's the law in action, and you already know this. So you know that the more that you give out light, the more you receive light. And you already know that you have this seed of abundance that you can give to other people, because you've learned this already. You've already got this wisdom within inside you, because you've already been through these lessons before. But they're just coming up to challenge you again, and you need to be using that willpower to understand. It's like you're facing this challenge of, can I actually bring this to fruition? Is it going to come to fruition? This working together, has this journey all been for nothing? Are we going to be working together? Are my dreams too high? And are the visions that I've been seeing, are they actually the truth? And they are. It's just that you're in a place where you need to get out of this darkness right now. And that is through a use of your willpower, is how you get out of this devil energy and the darkness. So the strengths you have to pull upon to get yourself out of this challenge, to know that the power of your will is to freely give to others, and to draw back on the times when you have given and then received, because you have this wisdom. You've already been through so many of these times where you can get through this. This task can be completed. You can get through this. And the way you get through this is by giving out more of which you wish to receive, because you have already learned those lessons. You have that wisdom inside of you. Let's see what's going on consciously for the feminine. The feminine, I feel like, is wanting to create these happy memories, these happy times. It's the Six of Cups, and yeah, they're feeling like they can't do that without their masculine. They feel there's an imbalance, and this is a conscious thing, as we've already explained. We know that we're supposed to be working together, and we want our masculine to come to the part, and we feel like we're having something taken from us. Let's see what's going on subconsciously. We have the King of Pentacles. So subconsciously, we know that we should be sharing our gifts, again, sharing endlessly with the world. And that's how we will get out of this cycle. So subconsciously, we wish to share with the world to get us out of this cycle, and we feel like there's no forward movement happening. It's like our subconscious knows that there's this gift that needs to be shared together with the world, to pull us out of this cycle and get the wheel turning, to pull us out of this darkness, but there's no forward movement. And on a conscious level, we're seeing that as these, we feel like this is being taken from us. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck that kind of slipped out there was the Judgment card. So this is a massive call to action from the universe. We're being called out to do the work anyway. We have to do the work ourselves, because you know that in order for your masculine to get in alignment, to do the work with you, you have to be aligned with your soul. And because he is the other half of your soul, right? So you're being called to do the work, and we have the Hermit card as well, to go within and heed the call and see what it is that you're actually meant to be doing. What are the strengths of your willpower that you can be utilizing right now and sharing with the world in a way that... I'm sorry, I just dropped a card. In a way that will bring more of that back to you. How have you learnt these lessons in the past that you can draw upon? Because you do have the capacity to complete this. You've been through this a million times before. And we just had the devil energy fell back on the floor. So you're being called by the universe. It's Judgment Day. They're calling out, wake up. Go within, find the answers, and get the hell out of this devil energy. The devil energy is the one that keeps you in darkness. It's not truth. Let's see what you can do. I might get a guidance card from here. What can the feminine do to find this balance and to heed the call and get themselves out? I am reborn. Yeah, so it's really about going within and taking the steps forward, even though your masculine isn't present yet. because that shows a trust and a faith that what you give out will be returned to you, and that you will be working together, but you've got to get into alignment with it first. Yeah, it's the path to your power. Just want to see what this fear is that's coming up for the feminines that needs to be worked through. That's actually like, why is this fear showing up that the masculine isn't going to show up? Why is this, like, what do we need to work with in order to get through this? We have gratitude. So exactly, giving gratitude for what you want and impatience. So be patient, and I know you have been. We have been. But be a little bit more patient, and know that when you start doing the work is when it can come to fruition. And have gratitude. Have gratitude for everything that's around you, because that helps pull you out of this darkness and this distruth, because that will bring you into a place where you know that you can give and give and give and give, and you will receive. That makes you more abundant. And the other card we have here is power, self-confidence, and productivity. So get to work. The union that needs to take place first is the masculine and the feminine within. And they need to, first of all, take the guidance from the feminine and put it in action through the masculine. So if you're not doing it within, how is the masculine on the outer world going to come and do that with you if you haven't done it within? So yeah, get it to work and complete this task. It's as simple as that. That is when the truth comes to you. That is when you're in alignment with your soul. And that is when you're in alignment with your masculine, if you believe he's the other half of your soul. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles that have just flown out. And so the Eight of Pentacles in this deck, when it's upright, is all about working hard and completing her work. But this is about doing some sloppy work and not paying attention to the details. And the Nine of Pentacles comes after that, which is about being satisfied with your work. So, and reaping the rewards of what you have created there. So this is a time where, despite the fact that the masculine hasn't shown up, you need to get to work. You need to be productive. You need to complete the job yourself, because those details that you're missing are the fact that you cannot be in any space of doubt, any space of darkness, because the physical counterpart isn't there. You have to do the work yourself, and once you do, then you are fulfilled and happy with the outcome that you get. And let's see what the outcome will look like if you do this. And we have the Three of Wands, which is manifesting a result. So, and she did that through her willpower. So this is the challenge at the moment, is finding that space where you understand the power and the danger of your will. You use what you have to complete lessons and go through this this building, and knowing that what you give out, you receive yourself. You've learned this path of wisdom already. So it's time to heed that call of judgment, go within, kick that devil energy in the ass, And this is your path to power. Be productive, get reborn, get to work, and then you will be fulfilled and create a result. You cannot sit around waiting for the masculine to show up. Otherwise, yes, you have a job to do together here, but you need to do your job as well. So be a little bit more patient and use gratitude. Have gratitude for what's around you. I'm just going to give one final piece of guidance of what the feminine can do to get through this time. Liberation. It says breaking free from a negative attachment. You need to break free from this darkness, from this energy, so that you can move this forward, so that you two can come into alignment. And once you do that, let's see where we'll be at. Once you do that, we have coming out the Fool. The Fool is like a space of that nothingness where it's ready to take the journey. So there's another aspect that needs to be and the world is the outside world of that. So if you take this journey within, you'll be ready to take it out into the world, and justice will be given. So this is about taking that journey within first, feminines, and then you'll be able to take that journey out into the world together, and justice will be brought to the situation. I hope that was helpful. And I just have one last thing. I've just been called to get one last thing about what energy you can draw upon here to get through this. Yeah, and so we have the Emperor, the God. So you really need to be calling on your inner masculine. This masculine who's not showing up in the outer world is all about you needing to show up, your inner masculine needing to show up. It's your inner masculine that needs to show up. You need to act. You need to act. You need to share. And so the Emperor as well, and the God, is all about being very certain within yourself. So being certain within your masculinity and then sharing your message and your truth with the world. And by living that truth. So when you are in alignment with living your truth yourself and doing the work that you want to work with your masculine to do together, whatever that is, if you begin it, and show the world and influence the world on your own, because you do have a masculine with you, that's when it can come to fruition in the outer world. That's when it can come. But as always, it's the inner, exactly, that's when it will come. So it's like here, these last three cards we got. Take the Fool's journey within. Align up with your inner masculine. Then you can take the journey into the outer world together. Justice will be brought to the situation. The divine has a purpose. It has a plan. And it will come to fruition. It's just about you making sure, feminines, that you line up with your inner masculine, because if you do not do that within, you cannot get it without. So if you're worried about that, then you need to get into the place within yourself where you are working in unison with your inner masculine in the inner world, so you can be working with your masculine in unison in the outer world. I hope this was helpful. Please leave any comments below, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram. It's Diary of the Divine. If you want a private reading, I offer those. You can find the link below, and of course energy exchange donations are always appreciated. The link is below, so that I can continue to bring these messages to you guys. And thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. I hope that it's benefited you in some way. I have got so much benefit from you guys in the Twin Flame community over my time, and it's time for me to do exactly what I've just spoken about in the reading. I've aligned up those. I'm working with my inner masculine, and I'm taking the action to speak my truth to the world. So I hope that you can find the strength. I hope that I can share some of my strengths with you to be able to do that. And if you want any further assistance on what you need to do, you can always email me or book a private reading. I also offer coaching. But I thank you so much for being here and for watching this, and I hope that you get out of that energy and into the truth and line up with your masculine inside yourself. Also on that note, go and watch my video. I think it's called something about coming into inner union and the keys to that, because that's all about what this is talking about. So go and watch that. It's only like 16 minutes or something, but it's about the fact that you need to be in this alignment within before you can be in alignment without. Blessings to all of you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.